episode 5. Wow. Right? We made it 5 episodes. 7 more, and we have more than Firefly. What it is?
Firefly. What's Firefly? It's like a TV show that got cancelled. Apparently, it was pretty good.
Apparently, it was like a
Isn't
sci-fi
that guy?
show.
What's his name? The famous actor.
Nathan Fillion.
Nathan Fillion.
Yeah.
Fillion, yeah.
He was on it.
So
anyway,
are you saying that we are Firefly?
No, what I'm saying is that we're definitely going to last more than 12 episodes.
Well, I hope so.
Not sure about you, Matt, because you're graduating, but
I'll come back for cameos, bro. Don't trust me. There will be a demand.
There'll be demand.
There'll be a demand.
I'll be like Matthew, rock up this week.
Yeah. I'll come through.
So, Matt, because we've got some couple new guys. Should I ask them?
Yeah.
I'll ask the question.
Yeah, you should ask the question.
Alright, so this is the question I did ask in episode 2. So,
Wait, so
so
so no.
Yeah.
Kev, you want to answer that first?
No, you take it away.
I mean, last time I didn't even get an answer. So
I mean, I don't watch that stuff. So like, Matthew, you want to fill me in? Like,
Hey man, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. I hear nothing. I see nothing.
I think if you want to keep it, keep it. If you don't want to keep it, get rid of it. Just don't look like like simple as. I mean, unless you're into it, then like knock yourself out. There you go. It's natural. That's all
God.
it is. It's natural.
Wow.
Kev?
I'm pretty indifferent. Never really formed much of an opinion based on. To be honest, it's just never. Yeah. Not a common subject in my household.
It should be. It
should be a staple in most households.
All right. Hey guys, welcome to the AFTERS podcast, episode 5. I am joined by
Mo,
Kevin,
and Ben, our producer.
I'm wearing shorts today.
You're wearing what?
Shorts.
Did your kids give you that?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. late father's present. So we've got a few things we want to talk about today, and it's going to be a pretty good podcast. We're going to keep it nice and smooth. So we're going to start off.
Wait, did you introduce yourself?
Ooh. To be honest, I think
Who the you?
Who is this guy? At this point, do I really need? Do I really need introducing at this point? Like I feel like I've been here consistently each week. If the people don't know, my name is Matthew. I am one of your hosts, and that's pretty much all you should know about me.
Host.
Stay out of my life.
The host, Matthew, the host.
No, the host. To the end of the year, then I'm out of here anyway. Yeah. That's pretty much it. All right. So the first topic today is that Murdoch University are building a new campus, extending the campus that we already have, and they're having one up in the CBD. Mm-hmm. It's going to be apparently a vertical campus. So this week we've had news that ECU are putting a lot of funding into having a campus up in the city, and I think right after that there was another university that announced, and I think Murdoch was the 3rd university to announce the campus being there, so obviously there was a chain reaction. And so first of all, what is your first reaction to the campus being in the CBD?
I was shocked at first.
Yeah,
but I reckon it's a good business move because if you look at Perth's geographical location with the railways, they all lead to Perth and spread out. It's in the centre. Yeah, that's where all the traffic is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Do you think it'd be good for? I don't know, like because CBD, it's a bit like is a bit slow. There's not really much going on. Do you think it'd be good for like if there's a lot of students there, a bit of vibrancy? Maybe?
Good for the students, but I don't think there'll be any culture. So I reckon it's just go to class, go home. I think
we all know that Notre Dame's in Fremantle.
Yeah,
Have you been to that section like after 7?
No.
Dead.
Well, after 7.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's kind of fair enough. But if let's say like lunchtime. There's all the coffee shops and stuff like that are having students there.
But that's Fremantle though.
It is Fremantle, but I honestly do reckon that there are some businesses that will thrive off having students there. Some coffee shops, some like bubble tea places.
Yeah.
Like Utopia is going to make a killing.
But then the thing with the businesses there, they're already thriving.
Yeah, that's true.
So
it might pick up a nice uni culture within the CBD. It might provide that asset. Provide something different.
Yeah, I reckon. And they've announced also that the Esports Society is getting another venue,
another hub,
a whole nother facility and hub.
Yeah.
I think someone mentioned something about an arena?
Yes.
What's going on? Morgan, you're making moves. What's going on, mate? Why can't you set up deals for me? This is ridiculous.
I reckon it's a good move for them.
It is a great
Mate,
move.
I just wanted $2.5 grand.
Yeah, I mean, nah, none of it.
I just feel
none
like
of it.
because there's more people involved in the esports, so it's going to benefit more people.
Yeah,
So
and
I
the way
feel like-
society is going, more technology like inclined, like things are moving more towards that. So like providing that facet, I mean, it's brilliant. It's a good move because it's going to be happening in the next couple of years. It's just going to grow so much more.
Exactly, yeah.
And esports is quite a good hook to get students involved or to attract people to the campus.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
An esports arena will be quite interesting, and I reckon they have competitive tournaments. They might live stream it. It might become a sort of thing there. I see definitely a lot of benefits there. But hopefully we can get some other clubs and societies involved in that CBD campus. I think it'd be sick.
I mean, like, look at it like this, right? More people watch Ninja play Fortnite than anyone watch the A-League in Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who watches the A-League?
No,
Exactly.
To be fair.
I mean,
So it shows you where society's going.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
A-League, it's not my cup of tea.
That was just an example.
EPL, that's our game.
No, EPL's different. league.
No, mate.
Wait.
Shambo.
Yeah,
Too
no,
many
I'm
people
saying
watch.
that's
Yeah.
what we watch.
No,
Yeah.
Championship.
Championship League.
We're not on your level, Ben.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
we're getting there.
Look at my like niche market.
So yeah, was any other closing statements on that? I think we pretty much covered that, didn't we?
What do you reckon,
So,
Ben?
I mean, that's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money.
So
360
what is
mil.
1.5.
Oh,
billion
sorry,
total?
I just saw that. Yeah,
So total. So like the total
So the-
cost of like the vertical universities and the like.
And the
club.
Yeah, right, yeah.
1.5 billion. That's a billion.
How many international students did they took that from?
like 4.
Yeah, like 3.5 maybe. All doing like psychology or veterinary science.
Yeah. Man, I feel bad for them. They're paying so much money.
No, they are.
Yeah.
That is definitely
Yeah.
definitely an issue that has to be addressed. They do get paid. They charge a lot. So we just wanted to bring up a different topic here. There were people from NTEU, which is the National Tertiary Education Union. They were handing out flyers today. I think there's some staff cuts happening, and as well as their pay, the university aren't paying what they're supposed to.
Yeah.
I sometimes, I didn't really pay attention to these guys when I was working for the uni because I'm like, oh, it's just another workers' union. But like post COVID, I don't know. I see job cuts.
I would even say post-COVID, during COVID.
Yeah, even during
We're still
COVID,
going
but,
through it,
but this is more relevant now.
Yeah.
The pay rises aren't going to happen. They're foregoing pay rises and job losses as well. I don't know. Doesn't seem like a good thing, Murdoch. Not good PR.
Just another world where the rich get richer.
Yeah, exactly right. I'm just going to read a couple of things that they have here. Staff are being asked to give up their pay increase of 1%. So that's plus $500 in October 2020. Give up their incremental progression, and I think it's something to do with their leave balance as well. So the amount of leave that they get has also been affected. Look, the PR for Murdoch isn't that great at the moment. I think this was probably the best move they've done, was announce this, but they announced this campus thing right after ECU, and then I think another uni did as well. So it didn't seem that strategic, but. We're going to look after our staff. We've seen there's a lot of courses being cut. We talked about it a few weeks ago on the podcast, the mathematics. So a lot of these science courses are being cut. And we need the staff members to be happy. Like they literally make this university what it is.
Yeah.
I've known some of the best lecturers here, so we want to keep them happy.
Shout out Kenneth Yap.
Kenneth Yap. Shout out Kenneth Yap. Shout out Carol Osborne and
Shout out the marketing
Ingrid
lecturers.
O'Brien.
Simon.
Yeah. What was his last name?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just called him Simon.
The disrespect.
Yeah.
No, Simon, International Logistics, you know who you are. But apart from, I haven't joined NTEU, but I hear what they're saying. I mean, there is an all-staff ballot open, so that obviously the staff members can vote against this. So if any staff members are watching this, I do encourage you to get involved and protect your wages and your rights as a staff member.
What are your thoughts, Kevin?
I think it's a bit ridiculous. I mean, these are the staff. I mean, they create the university. They take care of the students. I mean, you're asking them to forego their incremental increases. I mean, they're not going to be progressing. Like, what's the point? I mean, they have to upskill themselves at this point just to survive, because I mean it's such a drastic change.
Yeah.
They've had to gain skill, and you're like not increasing their pay, instead you're decreasing it,
Yeah.
giving them less incentive. I mean, what's the point? What's driving them?
Yeah.
It's a bit depressing. I mean, where does it stop as well? I mean, these are the staff.
Exactly.
If you're willing to do that to the staff, I mean, you're already taking all the money from international students, but now you're just kind of disrespecting the people that work for you. Like, there's no positives here.
I just want to also mention that the senior executives announced they're taking a pay freeze, but the total numeration of the senior executives' highest paid member has increased from $585,000 to approximately $995,000.
But that's fair. He deserved the extra $400,000.
No, they definitely
He's
do
earned
not.
it, honestly.
They definitely
One
do not.
man.
And I'm just gonna say this now. I think if Murdoch's students and staff, you know who's getting paid that money.
Yeah.
You know who's getting paid more than our Prime Minister, and their job is to run the university. I personally don't think it's justified. They do get paid that much when staff are basically not getting their pay rises and their workers' rights. So, look, I don't think it's good for Murdoch, but you know,
you said they're running the uni. Where they're running it to? The floor?
Yeah. I don't know.
As a
we'll
business,
see.
as a business, they're making
It's
some
a business,
business moves.
yeah.
Like, this is a brilliant strategy for a business, but
I mean,
as a human, like dealing with human sciences, things like that, it's ridiculous. I mean, you're destroying.
like even like
students
look at it from a
studying
personal point of
education,
view.
yeah.
Yeah, like one man's earning 500,000. That's already more than enough to just live by. Now
Yeah.
you're getting 400,000 more, whereas your staff that are earning about 60, 70,000 a year
and fighting
are struggling
just
yeah.
to get a little bit more, and you're not increasing it.
Yeah.
So, like,
No, it is a bit
At least like
ridiculous.
stop yourself from earning that much and
There
help out
you
your
go,
staff.
saying. It's just
This is the difference between being a boss and a leader.
yeah. It's a bit of carelessness from the top, and I think the staff and a lot of the students can see through it. So
Yeah.
that's something they're gonna have to deal with. Cool. So the next topic I wanted to talk about was so we've been diving through the UWA confessions, and there was one specific thing that came up that definitely caught a lot of our eyes, and it was regards to their graduation. We want to read this one out. Who wants to read this one out? Mo, you want to take this one away?
Alright,
if
let's
you
take it away.
can see it.
Another day, another example. UWA can have 300 students, high school students, that's in brackets, perform but can't host a graduation ceremony. Seems like excuses.
So it looks like they've cut the graduation of students, and they were like, we can't have your graduation, but you know what we can have? An event, and an event that we make money off.
Yeah. You know who is having their graduation ceremony though?
Yeah. The lowest public ranked university.
Let's go.
But we do our graduations right, you know.
Yeah. I mean, like, think about this, right? You spent years in the library,
Yeah.
just cramming, getting through your exams, getting decent marks, and only be told that 300 students, high school students, can perform, but you can't.
Yeah.
You can't get a graduation.
Can't have your graduation ceremony. And it's a bit ridiculous. There's another post there. I wanted to bring that up. It's on I think it's on that chat there. The same one. It's just another thing.
That's a new mic.
It's a mic. Yeah.
So that's right.
Next one. Yes, that's what it is. So I'll read this one out. So it just says, December graduations have been cancelled, and it is bullshit. COVID-19 is just an excuse for the university to implement more cost-saving measures at the expense of student experience. By December, WA will likely be in phase 5 or 6. The university is hiding behind the COVID veil to avoid having to pay for catering and event costs.
Matt,
Yeah.
can't read today.
No, I can't read today. But I'll tell you what, this is a whole lot of bullshit by this
Yeah.
university. Like, it's UWA. It's apparently they're supposed to be this.
The most prestigious.
The most
The
prestigious.
big
The most
eight, one of the big
prestigious,
eight.
yeah.
Yeah, the top of the top, but you can't have graduation ceremonies. I don't know. Just I can
What do you
see-
think they're doing with the extra money? What do you reckon they're doing?
Depends on who you ask.
Depends.
I'm gonna ask Kevin next. I'll ask you too, Ben. So I'm starting
Don't
with Benny.
ask Ben. What do I think is the next money? I honestly think they've obviously taken a hit from the international students going home. So all universities have taken a bit of an L because they've lost semester 1 courses have been paid for. I'm not sure if I don't know this. I'm not sure if these students have been refunded their money or they've been given as like credits for additional units when they come back. But semester 2 students are definitely haven't enrolled, so they've lost money from their semester 2 enrollment. International students for all universities, so they've taken a loss for that particular quarter. So I reckon they're just trying to cut back on costs and not take a big of an L. But it's pretty blatant. Like if they wanted to run this strategy, they shouldn't have had the 300 high school student event. That was just not a good move whatsoever. And as I said, like 436 people could see through the bullshit. UWA, they're students, they're smart enough to see, and I just think it's not good enough.
What about you, Kevin?
It makes you wonder because I mean they're not saving like a drastic amount of money by not hosting a graduation. I mean they're saving like nothing compared to how much they're getting from income. I mean it doesn't really make sense. I mean there's got to be another reason that they would cancel graduation because it can't be that simple. I mean surely. Like it just doesn't make much sense. That's kind of a spit in the face of the students. Like if anything, it's just disrespectful.
What do you reckon, Ben?
Well, I mean, they probably would have budgeted for it at the beginning of the year. So, they would have had at least like an estimate cost of like how much it would cost. Thanks, Matt.
Just realised that.
That's alright. We're gonna keep it in the whole time. But they would have budgeted for it, and they could have even had just like the most bare bones one anyway. Like they didn't maybe just have the ceremony. Have like a mega horn, and even do that.
A mega horn.
I mean, the students have worked hard, and they want their like ceremony to show that they've worked hard. You know?
This is the thing as well, is that they don't even have to do the big giant like the Perth Arena graduations. You know, they have like I think one of my family members graduated from UWA for a graduate diploma, and it was a smaller graduation. It was smaller. And I think if you really cared, if you really gave a fuck about the students, you would just have smaller graduations. You know, it's just more effort, but you owe it to the students that have stuck with you through COVID, through these times, and they just want something to show for it. I think graduation is. It's obvious that UWA is seeing graduation as a dollar sign. Students, it means something to them. So,
it's an experience.
And also, like, these students are leaving, so they have nothing more to gain from them. So in a sense, they're kind of just like out the door. They don't really care about them anymore. Like, they're just done with it.
Everything's paid for.
See, with UWA, they're getting ahead of themselves. It's the students that make the uni, not the uni make the students. And UWA thinking like, you know, the students mean nothing to them now. If they're not hosting graduation, like,
I don't know.
They've worked hard for it.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to handle this one. It'd be hilarious if they backtrack and decide to do it. Now that they've been caught out for it. So we'll have to see how that one goes. We've got a couple more confessions here that we have got on the chat. You want to read that one?
Ooh, yes, please. The two girls picking flowers on the roundabout on Hackett Drive the other day. You've restored my simp bar. I hope you pick flowers just as beautiful as you are.
You know what? You read that like it was a poem.
I read that like I wrote that.
Did you write it?
I don't know.
Man, it's no September. What you doing?
King shit.
Oh God.
It's
they were so
September.
pretty though. I mean,
First of all, two girls picking flowers. How old are these girls? First of all, I don't know about this one, mate. It's just a bit weird.
They could be picking flowers for any reason. They could be giving it to someone. They could be studying those flowers. You know?
To be honest, I just think that's vandalism. To be fair,
there's two different views on this. There's the simp and then there's like anti-simp.
They are anarchists. They just want to see the world burn.
They're disgusting.
Picking flowers. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. He said, "I hope you picked flowers just as beautiful as you."
Okay, but let's flip this, right?
Oh God.
Let's say it was two guys picking flowers, and then a girl compliment. We don't even know if the guy that's girls that's complimenting them what their gender is, but let's just assume.
Yes.
Okay, so let's say it's two guys picking flowers, and a girl writes this. How would you feel about this then?
I would feel exactly the same way.
King shit.
I say, man, simp shit says simp shit at the end of the day.
I would go pick flowers like the next day, like just putting it out there, like
Look, man,
Kev would study them. He'll put out his like whole like flora and fauna book and just like study
I've
it.
made it be.
I'm drawing pictures, fucking waiting for the girls to show up.
Hey, look, I've made this be known on the podcast before that if you're doing this ironically or whatever, you're just doing this for the shits, you know, then like it's okay, I get it. But if you honestly are doing this seriously, it's just a bit cringe. It's just a bit cringe.
It's a bit creepy.
It's a bit creepy and it's a bit cringe. It's a bit
I think
high
it's
school.
sweet. I think it's really sweet. I think they were just there doing something beautiful. Picking flowers, there's nothing more
Destroying
interesting than just
nature.
picking
What do you-
flowers. Yeah.
No, but they
their-
could have a reason
Their
for
thoughts behind it weren't, oh, we're going to destroy nature, obviously. Their thoughts were like, look at these beautiful
Nah, they
flowers.
wanted to destroy
I want to
nature.
pick these flowers. Like, that's appreciation. I mean, that's beautiful. He's appreciating them, appreciating things. It's just a beautiful cycle. I love this kind of confession because it's powerful.
It's positive vibes. I feel that.
What? positive. There's nothing negative about it.
Do you know? Okay, I'll tell you what. This is where it goes wrong for me. So to the two girls picking flowers on the roundabout on Hackett Drive the other day. If he finished it there, that would be fine. It's just everything else after that. I'm just it goes to shambles.
This word.
He's
It's that
obviously a
simple.
First of all, I
It's a
didn't know there was. First of all, I didn't know it was a simp bar.
Oh, he's flexing out here.
This is the bar.
No, I didn't
This
know
is the bar, and
the
it fills up slowly.
But
His bar was on the other side, and now it's
Is it
on the
half full,
upside.
half empty?
No, but why was it low? What's he doing wrong? What's
Being
my
a
guy doing
simp.
wrong?
What's he doing wrong?
What's he
Being
doing
a
wrong?
simp.
My G, just go and talk to them.
Maybe change your
Just
game
talk
up.
to them.
Take some advice from Matthew.
I got no advice to give, but I'm just saying,
Just
like,
don't be a simp. That's simple.
I'm just saying that it's just pretty simple. Simple.
Ah.
You know what it is. But I don't know. As I said, let's think of it from the girls' perspective. Yeah, you've made it really specific who they are. The girls on Hackett Drive the other day, they know if they're all on that drive picking the flowers. It's just a bit. It make them feel a bit weird. You know, like I don't know.
I would feel
They
uncomfortable.
let's just say this. Here's my perspective. Are they picking flowers for you or for themselves?
I mean, like,
Do they do it to be looked at, or they do it for themselves? That's what I'm saying. So when you look at it from that perspective,
It's creepy.
The way it looks like this, he's like, okay, you're doing it for, you know, I thank you. Like it's like it's for him. It's not for you, bro. And it's just weird when I see a message like this.
Because
Yeah,
he
for
goes on and says, I hope you pick flowers just as beautiful as you. Like he's obviously making this about them doing that act. Like it's not about him, it's not about anyone else.
You've restored
like-
my simpa.
No, that's personal. This is it's personal to him, but for them it was personal to them. Like they didn't do this for him. He doesn't think they did it for him. It's just it's
Can
simply
I
restored
just
his
say
simple.
something to this person who wrote it?
Sure, me, Edgelord. Go ahead. In what order? I mean, yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, Pierce, what I
I
have
mean,
to say about that.
just don't be creepy about it. You know, like if you're admiring someone for what they're doing, you know,
Yeah.
like
It's
just
just
don't say you've restored my simp bar.
This is definitely a shit post, and I know this guy
Yeah.
isn't being serious. But if he was being serious, I'd just be like,
Matthew, I feel like you wrote that.
I was what?
Yeah, I feel like this
you
is
wrote
like
that.
an inner
Yeah.
dialogue. you
Probably.
Yeah.
You just didn't want to
Like
put
I
it-
wrote it.
That's why you're so against
Yeah,
it.
he's-
I wrote a
like
crushing
two
on them.
against it, eh?
Yeah, I wrote a
Cool.
crushing on them, and now I'm on the podcast. I'm just shitting on it, like
Yeah.
you know,
I think
in a
that's
juxtaposition.
self-satisfaction.
Hey man,
Yeah.
hey man, it is what it
It
is.
Is your
what it
simple
is.
a bit on the low side now? Like,
Oh, of course.
Have we-
I'm
have
the
we
biggest.
done that?
I'm the biggest teddy bear at heart. Everybody knows that. So let's go to the next confession.
So these ones are from Curtin.
No, is it?
Yeah. So the ones I found were
Ooh,
from Curtin.
Curtin.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys still exist. Right. So who wants this one?
All right. I think I'm attractive. I attend uni. I look around. I think I'm slightly less attractive.
so what?
Alright.
Other uni students are very attractive.
Yeah. So I'm guessing they don't feel they're lacking self-confidence.
Fucking sad. Like,
Yeah, it's sad.
that's just the saddest thing I've ever read.
I feel like you shouldn't judge yourself around how everyone else looks. You know.
Be yourself,
Be yourself.
but
Be
don't
happy.
simp.
Now, you should definitely judge yourself
Oh,
around
man,
everybody else.
This is sad. The last one was sweet.
come on,
This
like,
is just
like,
sad.
it's sad.
Hashtag poo.
Literally, bro. I'm like,
What is that?
I've
What
got
is
no
that?
sympathy. No sympathy. Listen. I think I'm attractive, so they establish a level of like
Some confidence.
self-aware.
Some
Yes,
self- yeah.
yes. I attend uni. Okay, environment. I look around, so they're already seeing some other. We don't know if it's a guy or a girl. I think I'm slightly less attractive, or I mean, by logic, you can go anywhere. You're always gonna find people more attractive than you. You know what I'm saying? You
Alright.
find people less attractive than you, and then I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't feel sorry for this person.
Okay, let's say this was
I
your
feel
kid.
nothing for this person. I feel absolutely. I've never felt less for a person in my life. This person is just. I don't know. It's just.
Oh, you actually
serious?
serious?
I feel
I
bad
just
for this person.
I feel.
I feel bad for this person.
I feel nothing though. Like it's
Yeah.
just. There's no sadness. There's no happiness. I just feel like this person just needs to.
I mean, like, let's say you had
What
your
is
kid.
that?
Your kid goes to uni.
It's just shitting on this person.
Fuck. I care nothing about this person.
Oh, I'm just.
I mean, but like, let's say this person was your kid, and they've gone to uni, and they come back and they say this to you. What would you say then? You would just,
You
know.
made this a bit too
Dude,
personal, my
No,
goodness.
no, alright, okay, if you say it like that, then if my kid did something like, first of all, why are you posting it on Facebook?
Okay, let's say they
It's
didn't
so
post it, and they
weird.
just said it to you as it was.
If they said it to me, I'd be like, look, I would hate it if you based your value as a person solely on the way you look. And I don't want that to affect on how you go day by day. And I wish there were other things you could do that maybe attached to you as a person that can bring you up in terms of how you see yourself and your value.
Yeah.
That's how I would approach it personally. Obviously, no one wants someone to feel like that. But at the end of the day, you're not going to get anywhere if people tell you, oh, you look good. It's an internal thing. So no, I don't feel sorry for this person, and I think that if they will have to work on themselves, that's just what it is. But if it's a shit post, it's a shit post. You know, they're taking the piss. But if they're being serious, then that's just how I feel.
Yeah. I mean, I get what you're saying, but I feel like you need to value yourself more, brother.
Yeah.
Maybe as a guy.
Or a girl.
Or
I don't know.
I don't know.
But at the end of the day, we're all attractive to someone and unattractive to someone else. So it's just kind of your perception on things. I mean, you just need to change your perception.
It's the 12-inch personalities that matter. Did you get it?
No.
12-inch personalities.
Oh. Like your penis.
You said it, not me.
Hashtag penis. Right?
Alright, composure.
No, but honestly, yeah,
But
like
like
personality matters.
There's a lot of inadequacies people face when they attend uni. At least this person's just like, I'm unattractive in a sense, you know? That's fair. I mean, it's not like I feel stupid when I see other people
I guess.
uni.
I don't think
They've got to have some resilience.
I
It's
don't
just
thi-
personal.
I
This is
don't-
just super personal to that person.
Yeah,
That's
I
it.
don't think they're taking it too seriously either.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I think it's a
Yeah.
shit post though, yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
The emoji
Yeah.
says it all.
Alright.
Was there one more, or was that it?
That's the last one.
That's the wrap.
Yeah.
No,
No, that's right for the confessions.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. There's one more.
Yeah, it's on the screen.
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
yeah, I got you. Okay. All right. So that was says one. Practicing social distancing by avoiding guild election campaigners. 1.5 meters, please, and thank you.
I mean,
Guild election campaigners. Yeah, we all feel that way. You know what?
100%.
I just put in my earphones and walk past people that I don't want to talk to. And I feel like our generation has gotten very good at pretending like we are busy.
That's fair.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're always late to a class. We've got assignments to do. We'll just say, yeah, we'll come back later, but we never do. The amount of lies I've spinned off to not vote or do something, it's insane. But yeah, I feel the same way. Every uni, everyone feels the same way about guild elections. No one's a fan. No one's a fan of the whole campaigning thing. I think the only people that are really interested are the people that are actually running and their group. They're all the groups, and they all just mesh together for me. Like all the names, like Spark and Ignite, and I'm just like, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. So yeah, that's my take on it. It's my 2 cents.
What's your take?
I've never really experienced a guild election here, so in Australia, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on.
You're not missing
Just a
out.
lot of politics.
You're not missing out.
Politics.
It's
Just a lot of
it's
politics.
called baby politics. That's what I like to
Baby
call it.
politics.
I want to trigger some of the guild members. It's baby politics. So yeah.
But hey, I reckon how you mentioned that this generation becomes so good at avoiding things and being so busy. I reckon
Oh,
like
it's easy.
it's going to become
It's crazy.
a problem in the future because you can't be direct enough. If you don't want to talk to someone, just say no.
Yeah,
You know?
that's true.
I think, but it's more like I this thing's I personally I know when to say no if it's something I don't want to do, but it's a social situation where you're walking past, you're like I say no, I'm not, like no as in no I don't care, no as in I don't want to speak to you, I don't value your time. It's I don't know, it's a bit of more layers to it. It's a bit more layers. For example, in the shopping center.
Yeah.
I could walk past those people. They might offer me, you know, a flyer for something. I'm like, oh yeah, no thanks. Easy, walk by. These are people that you know. These are people that you see all the time. And yeah, I just don't want to. I don't want to be rude, but at the same time, I don't want to get involved with whatever you're doing.
I mean,
it's a weird position to be in. That's all I can say.
Yeah. If they're people you know, then like they wouldn't take it to heart. Then.
No, not even just people you know, like people you know of. And again, yeah, because you see that. I don't know. I feel like the dynamics a little bit different.
Would it matter if they like? Would it matter if you said just no?
And also that's the thing. If you say no to that one person, and then there's 10 more that are gonna talk to you.
No, look, it's pretty quite easy because for me, like they can't offer me anything. It's like
you have everything.
Yeah, so like when they
Mac
say,
Daddy.
alright, so what's the current one in like growth is the current one's in charge? They said, well, more green pass parking. I'll park in the red.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it doesn't really.
Hey mate,
that's just one
we have
thing.
free laundry at the village if you want to do your washing someday.
Genuine.
Yeah.
No,
At one of the one of the laundry rooms we have free laundry. So if you want to get your clothes done, then
look,
get your robes
That's
done. You've got to get your robes done.
all them shorts.
it's
All the
fine.
other shorts.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's
But-
fine. It's
yeah.
fine. I got enough laundry.
But the thing with like the guild elections is it's a demographic vote, right? Democracy vote, and you coming from a niche demographic since you don't really need the guild,
yeah.
but they're targeting people that they need people to vote for them that do need the guild.
But
But I mean,
why does
everyone,
anyone
they pretty
need the
much doing
guild?
the same. I've watched like 5 minutes of like a guild debate. They all agree pretty much. On the
Yeah,
fact
like
that
it's like, can we reduce student costs? Yes, like everyone agrees on that.
students have more access to mental health services.
Come to me with a plan for a big event, like a DJing event. I know someone, I'm not gonna say their name because they're gonna have their own credit if they do it one day. But for example, if they were gonna do an event where it's DJs, different stages, like an actual campus event, something like that, where it's like put something to paper and you've got a plan that if you're saying if you vote us, we will give you this big event, something like that. Where I'm like, I can actually get behind it because that is for the students.
I mean, like you could say there was a plan and then COVID happened.
No, there definitely wasn't.
I reckon there was because there's a lot of things you can do, but there's certain rules you have to follow, certain obligations you have to like oblige.
But even though I'm talking about, this is about campaigners. So campaigning happened at the start of, but even before COVID. I'm talking about when they campaigning. There wasn't a thing about a big event like that.
Yeah.
I know that there were members or ex-members of the guild that had ideas or something, but nothing came to fruition. I'm saying if you lead a campaign with the thing being like, look, we want to make Modoc the best place in terms of campus events. We want to bring these events to you. These are the events we're thinking of, X, Y, and Z. We're also looking to reduce student costs. I'll probably listen to that person more rather than we're just going to reduce student costs. I'm like, cool, every other guild has done that. You're just
all on the same team. There isn't an opposition.
Yeah.
The fact that they have to campaign, it's disappointing. Like you surely like you shouldn't have to campaign. You should just be doing things, and everyone should witness it and like understand that. You know, like there's that.
Like they're working towards the same goal.
Exactly. Like you should be proving yourself as opposed to going out there and telling people what you want to do, what you are doing. You should just be doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
And people should want to vote for you. That it really is baby politics.
It is
it's
baby
just
politics.
a bunch of kids saying, "I'm gonna do this." I'm gonna have fun. Like
it's like what have you done? And that is the advantage of the current guild. And I'm not shitting on any of the members. Some of the members on the executive committee I'm actually mates with. I'm not saying the names like Combo Mashumba.
Hi, I'm Combo Mashumba.
IG.
And there's
What
three
a
others.
good guy.
David's
What a
great.
They're great.
Jethro's great. Chowet. Anyway, so what I'm saying is that those guys, when it comes to the next guild election, they can use their achievements from their current
that's true.
running.
They do have
They'll be like,
to
yeah, this is what we've
yeah.
done as the guild, and we're going to do more. They got something to stand on, versus people coming in with nothing behind them.
But that's the thing. Once the ball's rolling, it just keeps going.
Exactly.
To
Yeah.
stop that, you have to do something major.
Yeah.
Because these people are already doing great things for us. Like to top that, I mean, like why would we want you to like just do exactly what they're doing? You know?
Yeah.
You have to do a lot better.
Yeah.
That's the whole purpose.
I mean, like, you've got a very good point. Like, if you get the ball rolling, and even if you compare all the other guilds, like ECU's guild, Curtin's guild, UWA's guild. I don't know if Notre Dame have one, but if they do, like if you compare everything they've done to what we've done, is it not essentially the same thing? Where it's just
there isn't a far
student
like
costs
reach
being reduced
of other things that they can do. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. They're not gonna like start building castles for us. Like, it's gonna be within their grasp.
Yeah,
within
that's the big
because
grasp.
they can't do
what
too
we
much.
need is just people doing what they can do, what they within their grasp to be doing the best for students.
Yeah.
Like obviously the uni's not for us. We've just witnessed that they're fucking worst. Like
Yeah.
Jesus. Wow, they're awful. I didn't even realize half of that stuff. It's just there's nothing positive that they're doing. So we need people that are doing things for the people. For
And
the
they're
students.
genuinely doing it because they want to make things better.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just for your resume. It's you know what, I wish things were better here, so I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
And as
It's
I said,
just basic humanity.
I think university students can see through the bullshit very well. And we've seen it, as I said, for example, that whole UWA thing, we see through it very, very well. Like, if you're covering something up or making it look like something it's not, we will tell.
Yeah.
And specific social events as well, so.
All right. Good last thing to say on that. If you had to say anything to a future guild president or anyone running, what would you say?
I would take, if I was to give advice to a future guild president, I would tell them to take quite an informal approach. I wouldn't try to look clean and look like you've got no mistakes. I would come from a perspective of, I would rather take a guild president that has failed some units and that have built themselves back up. I would take a guild president that maybe didn't know what they wanted to do as their major and switched, or have been in situations where they've personally been affected by things at uni that they want to change, and they say they bear all bones to people. Go, look, I've been in a situation where I've done this and this and this. You know, it's not. I don't want the perfect candidate, because the perfect candidate doesn't always understand what it's like for other people. So I want people to be. I want the next future guild president to be honest. I want them to be quite obviously respectful, but informal with the way they do things, and I want them to come with a plan that's different from what we hear all the time, because it's always just the same shit every single time, and it's just noise to me. So not saying, I'm just closing this, I'm not criticizing the current guild. I think what they're doing right now, they've done a great job. But I'm just talking about in terms of campaigning and bringing something new to the table for future people trying to get into it. That's my advice.
Yeah. So you reckon transparency and honesty?
It's transparency and honesty, but it's in politics, you always get candidates. They want to look the cleanest. They want the cleanest record. They need to be. They might be. I'm not going to say religious, but they've got this type of thing to them where, like, I don't make mistakes.
They make themselves look perfect.
I want the person that admits they've made mistakes. Start
real.
So what she's saying is that I should be guild president.
Yeah, Ben should be. Ben should be guild president. We will shoot back up to #1 ranking in the state. Everything will be right in the world. What were you gonna say?
What are your thoughts?
Yeah, just a human being, just someone who's failed, someone who's struggled, someone who understands the plight that new students are coming. They don't actually know what they're doing. Like, when I first got to uni, I messed up. I wish I'd had someone who understood, like, something in order to, like, help those students. Like, just realize that this isn't the end of it. You know, you can make mistakes, you can falter, you can pick yourself up and keep going. Someone who's gonna encourage failing, because when you fail, you pick yourself up stronger. You know, you're better when you fail. If you just succeed throughout life, you don't taste defeat. And when you do finally taste defeat, I mean, you're not going to recover from that unless you faced it before. And you're undoubtedly going to face defeat in life. That's life. That's the purpose of life. It's ups and downs. Yeah. So just a human being, someone who's there for the people, someone who cares for the people. There's no, like, double-sided coin. You know, it's just one side of that coin. Yeah. You're there for the people. You're doing the best that you can. That's all that matters.
You're doing the best for the people that vote for you.
Yeah.
I feel like, and like, I reckon the current guild has done a great job. But I have a friend, this was back in, like, I think it was last year's guild elections, where one of the party members, I'm not going to say who, befriended them and just for a vote. And that was it.
I think I know who that is.
Didn't see him before the elections, after elections.
Yeah, I think.
And I'm just glad that they didn't get in, because that hurt my friend a lot.
I think people at Murdoch, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like if you really have paid attention to Guild, you'll know who it is. But
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to this year's elections. I reckon, I don't know who's running, but I reckon it'll be a lot better than.
You should run, Mo.
Nah.
Who is
Got too
running?
much
Like,
time.
out of interest, what goes on? What's happening
The
this
same
next year?
people.
I know Growth is running. I don't know if the same people are running, but I know
Combo's retired. He's retired.
he's graduating.
Yeah.
He's finished.
Combo. I thought Combo was still had something to do with the Guild still.
Currently, he's general secretary.
Yeah. He's general committee.
Yeah.
But
As an
I think
executive.
he went back to back, and that's what I remember when I was younger.
Yeah, because he went 2 years.
He went 2 years. I was like, this man went back to back like Barack. I thought it was hilarious.
No, but he did a great job, man.
No, he was-
especially for the new students. I remember when I started, like, especially the Growth Party, they like sort of helped you transition from high school into uni and establish yourself. So big up to them.
Yeah, for sure. So last topic of today, I have an event to promote, believe it or not. Social charity causal event. So we have a project, a group of mine, called the Cape to Cape Cocky Run, and this was involving raising some awareness and funds towards black cockatoo conservation and research in the Margaret River region, because 3 of their species are either listed as endangered or vulnerable. So we've been picked up by Little Creatures Fremantle as a sponsor for our group, and they are offering 1 free keg of LC beer on the 2nd of October at 5:30 p.m. So people can just come down and you can pay what you feel for as many pints or as middies of this beer as you want, and all of the funds from that drink goes directly to our charity organization, which is Nature Conservation Margaret River region. So if you want, come down. If you like to have a drink or not, feel free to come down. We take direct donations as well. It's at the Little Creatures Fremantle venue. Really nice venue, really great staff, and it's gonna be a good time. So hope to see some people down there, and it's pretty much that on that.
And for those that don't drink, like, come by, have a meal, have a chat, have a chin wag, you know.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of other students down there. It's made the rounds, so
It's a community event.
it's a community event. It's not a formal, like, proper event. It's pretty casual, so you can just rock up, have a few drinks, and then leave when you want. Really, have a chat with us. It's gonna go for 5:30 till the keg kicks, so it's about 70 to 80 pints worth of drinks. So depending on how quick people are drinking, it could be an hour or 2 or even 3 hours.
So they all drink like 10 and then.
Yeah, so Ben's not invited because he needs to look after the kids.
Will there be water available for me?
There will be water available. There will be alternatives available for people that cannot drink or choose not to drink.
Could you elaborate on what you mean by pay what you like?
So pay what you feel. So let's say you want to pay $5 for a pint of beer. You can. Genuine. You can pay $2 if you want, but we obviously
That's
encourage
amazing.
you to spend more because it is a charity event. We don't want people personally paying 10 cents for a pint. We would like people spending a good few dollars on that. So you
Save the cockatoos, man.
Save the cockatoos. It's for the Margaret River region.
Save the black cock.
Exactly. We want to help our environment. So this is a good cause to get around, and we are so thankful for Little Creatures Fremantle for getting involved and sponsoring our group. So they'll be on the 2nd of October, 5:30 p.m. We will be linking linking in the description for this video to the event page. So feel free to press going or interested, and just message the group page if you have any questions or inquiries, and we'll be happy to answer.
Good on you.
All right. So just before we transition out of this podcast, was there any closing remarks you guys had? This is your first time on here. Was there anything else you wanted to say?
I loved it, so thank you for having me.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, likewise. Thank you for having
All
me.
right, awesome. So we wanted to transition out of this by going into another segment that we recorded earlier from when Mo won a $200 Bluetooth speaker at our Kahoot quiz. It was memes versus Murdoch. So we've got a little segment interviewing him there. So until next time, we'll see you guys.
Cheers.
I am joined by the winner of our Kahoot quiz, Mojib.
Thank you.
Congratulations, we are presenting a $200 Bluetooth speaker.
Hey, let's go. Mo Bamba's got to play.
Mo Bamba's gonna play.
Mo Bamba's got to
We
play
just want to ask
first.
a couple questions. First of all, at what age did you realize that you have such great meme knowledge?
Hey man, I was today's years old.
Wow. I feel kind of jealous. I feel a lot of people out there are kind of jealous of your abilities. So it slipped through the cracks for a lot of people.
Hey man, I learned from the best in class from you. got to shout out Carol Osborne.
Carol Osborne, yeah.
In class.
Please give us a HD.
Yeah.
Did you at any point during the quiz feel like it was going to slip through your hands?
Yeah, man. When I hit that that question with the penguin. Two colours, I was like,
you know what, that threw me off as well.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not that old, like, you know, like.
Now, what are your aspirations for the speaker? Is there anything you're looking to do with it? You're going to take it to the beach, you're playing in the car, in your room? Is there anything you were looking forward to using it for?
A couple of different things. First things first, got to be halal, got to keep it halal, play some Quran through there first.
Of course.
And then after that, go to the gym or at home, which is in the shower. Just play whatever, you know. Like.
Respect. All right, well, we hope to see you for the next quiz. And whenever that is, we will figure it out.
Find me whenever.
We'll figure it out. Mo, did you want to plug your Instagram if you want?
Yeah, follow me at Mojib_Timuri. I'll send the name to this guy and you can just you know.
I bet.
Feel free to add me on Facebook and it is what it is.
It is what it is. All right, thank you, Mo, for having me on. Appreciate it.
Congratulations.